My name is Guy Trainin.
And I'm Kimberly Ingram-Beck.
And this is CS4NE. And today we have a guest.
Yes, we have Ian, a student at UNL, who's created a website.
And that website has been funded by the National Science Foundation, partially at least, to create a collection of resources that teachers across the state and even beyond the state can use to teach computer science. And the advantage is it's free, it's available. You do need a password, but you get that for free as well. And the most important thing is you can create your own collection that then you can share with other teachers. So let's get to the interview.
Awesome. Joining us today is Ian. Ian, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ian Kollipara. I'm currently a graduate student at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln working on research in computer science education. This fall, I will also be starting a position as a full-time competitive programming coach at Concordia Seward.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about your experience with computer science.
So when I was young, my dad moved over from accounting into software development, and that's when I first started getting exposed to a lot of technology. And I always liked it, but I didn't want to go into it because it was what my dad did. And I really liked teaching. And so I went to college to study teaching. And I took a programming class my junior year of my high school years, and I found I really liked it. So I took one in my undergrad, and then the professor convinced me to double major. And from there, I got really into computer science, and now I'm here doing research at the university about it.
Perfect. So how did you come up with the idea for conneCTION?
So the project I joined onto when I initially started was the AIR@NE research group, and it was near the tail end of its time frame as a research project. We had a lot of data, and we wanted to make it shareable, make it accessible to teachers. And initially, we just built a site that you could go and search up all of our materials, and that was it. There's nothing more to it. But as we were working on the idea and talking about it, both myself and my advisor, Dr. Linkiat, we found that one of the cool pieces about working with teachers is their ingenuity and the ability to just take what they do have and make something incredible happen from it. And we wanted something that would enable that sharing. And in addition, there weren't a lot of the repositories that did exist had a lot of barriers to creating resources, and we wanted that to be incredibly low. So going from that, we were like, well, what pieces do we need to add? Well, we need user accounts so teachers can create an account. We need the ability to create things, and from there, the idea of conneCTION kind of blossomed out.
Awesome. Can you give us a quick demo of your website?
Yeah, so this is the homepage of conneCTION. It is at connection.unl.edu. When you first come here, you probably won't see this bar. There'll actually be a sign up and log in. But if we go to the dashboard, which you get to see once you log in. Oh, wait,
there we go. Okay.
When you first log in, you'll be presented with a page like this. And we do have a set of videos accessible under our videos tab that kind of walks through using this site. But initially, the big thing is the search page right up here. A huge piece of conneCTION is that ability to discover resources and having something that's designed to work well for teachers. So our search page features a variety of different options, but notably for teachers, you can filter by grade level, going all the way from kindergarten up to 12th grade. You can filter by standards, both CSTA and, if we scroll down, because there's a lot of CSTA standards, Nebraska state standards, which were recently added this year. In addition to that, if you aren't looking for a specific standard, but just kind of a collection, we also let you filter by standard groups. And then as well, because we're in computer science, a lot of the time you're writing code, you can filter by programming language. And there's a variety of options. Some that might be pretty helpful would be potentially Python, Scratch, JavaScript, and Java. So the search is really the big piece, and you can find a variety of resources. For example, if I'm looking for the Dash robots, I can go ahead and search. Give it a second. And here you can see a variety of resources that all talk about Dash robots. For example, I might want to look at this Dash robot one. I can hop in, go ahead and take a look over here, and it has a link. If I open that in a different tab, we can see it takes me to the Dash page. I can look. And maybe if I didn't know about the Dash robot, it could help me discover it. So that's kind of the discoverability of conneCTION. The other big piece of conneCTION is the ability to go to create resources. We have two different kinds of things you can create primarily, posts and collections. Posts are completely creative content, like the Dash Robot one you saw before. Collections are that ability to group them together based on some particular interest. For example, I believe one of our more popular collections, if I head back over to search, is from Dr. So. It is just a collection of loops. So if I want to only look at collections, I can actually filter by that as well. And if I don't provide a term, it searches the whole database. Or it used to, at least. Let me search for loops. Loops. And there we go. So we have a collection here, my collection of materials about loops. And if I go ahead and visit this collection, it looks incredibly similar to a post. It has a body, but it also includes this entries, which lets you look at a list of posts they've grouped together. A collection could be for any purposes. Right now, we have quite a few collections for each of the era and NE cohorts, but you could create one for rainy day activities. You could create one for loop activities. Maybe you're planning a unit and you want to kind of group your materials together. You can create a collection that way as well. And just recently, we added the ability to add collections to collections. So you can kind of make this hierarchical structure if you're interested. Beyond that, we also let you like a post to let you know that you like it, like a post or collection. And you can also go ahead and add comments to a post or a collection. Comments are a way to share, maybe discuss about a particular material. So those are all of our main features. One thing that's in the works right now, and we're hoping to add pretty soon, is an event calendar, so that people who are maybe organizing in-person events can add something, and people can say, oh, I'm going to go to that or not, and then also subscribe to it so it shows up on their particular calendar feed, and just help the community do in-person things through an online forum.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on CS for NE,
Computer Science for Nebraska.
and we'll see you next time.